Texas bound, and this is a start to the 2024 season already. Second day of the year. See these bucks out there? Freaking crazy. 215. That is, I mean, 230 is close to the world is, I don't know. If it's typical, that would be world record. Travel was good. Kind of a long day, but we're trying to hustle up and see if we can't get out into the stand for a little bit here before dark. Let me get my bow put together real quick, which is I hate hustling on stuff like this, but we're fighting darkness here today. This is a magic place, magic time of year for Texas Golden Triangle whitetail, so we're going to try to take advantage of every minute we can. Bow hunting is never guaranteed. I like, if I can slam them at 20, that's good for me.
Yeah, I hear you.
First evening in Texas, just pulled into camp. Got the bow set up, everything's shooting good. Got new broadheads on there, perfect arrows, spinning perfect. Shooting good at camp. So now we just need a big old whitetail to walk out. We'll see what happens. Hit him good, I see.
Yeah.
Was it the Schwacker you said?
Schwacker, yeah.
Jeez. This looks like a high fence deer. You know what
it looks like a pin deer. Yeah.
That's what people think.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we have our low fence, because people wouldn't believe that we shoot otherwise.
I know.
This is another one that one of our members shot. It was 202.
Yeah, I've never seen whitetail like this.
This is a deer that lived by the house. This is our backyard buck. He was 187.
I'm so thankful to be here.
Well, it's great to have you, man. We're excited to have you. We love having new people down, especially people that love this kind of stuff. And you obviously do. So.
First day here at the famous Cactus Jack Ranch in Texas. This is incredible. Low fence, free range hunting, and all native deer here, but You wouldn't believe it if you see some of these bucks. I had a buck come in tonight, first day of the hunt, first evening, and man, just maybe a 5-year-old deer, but beautiful, giant. But if you want to kill the mega giants, you got to pass the 5-year-old regular giant. So that's what we did tonight. But incredible day. I'm definitely not going to be able to sleep tonight thinking about these deer for tomorrow. So out here, getting a few shots in, waiting. Day 2, morning 1. So we get out there and didn't really sleep last night. Pretty excited after watching all the footage and looking at trail cam pictures, and this place is unbelievable. South Texas, Golden Triangle, and that enough says quality hunting and just giant bucks. But this is like the premier spot in the Golden Triangle of South Texas. So yeah, couldn't sleep. Got a target buck today. Yeah, his name's Kane. So he's just a giant, big frame. Then there's Pistachio there too, which is another buck they've kind of gave a moniker. But Kane seems like a buck I'd love to kill. So that's one we're after. How far was he from off the road? 20 yards?
At the most.
Really?
He was with a doe crossed, and he was like getting ready to, and he jumped back in the woods and just in the brush, and I could see his frame. I think another buck's in the upper 80s.
Yeah, I didn't know if he'd score the same, but his frame, I just like how he looks.
Yeah, I think he's got that mass and just.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
Yeah.
But they all are.
They really
Shit, if there was
are.
like 5 I would have shot normally. I mean, then you don't even really look, like one big heavy 10, and I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah,
And I look
just-
back at him, I'm like, what?
That's what I said last night. I said it's really hard when I leave here. I have to like
Yeah.
be like,
Dial it
okay, back to reality.
I know.
You know.
It was like a 7 by something.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have an unbelievable comeback. I don't know how he did it. What a play by Ben Roethlisberger.
Four, what is it, 4 or 5? Not 4?
Yeah.
If I get a wild hair and Pistachio comes in, don't be surprised if he runs off and falls over. But I'm thinking I'm probably gonna hold out for the big one. But you never know. broke?
The one that broke Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh,
like
you
he
saw
did.
Shrek. That's who we were after last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he come to 15 yards.
God.
Yeah, he's a giant.
Yeah.
I was texting Jake. I was like, he ain't that broke up, man.
I know we can fix
He
him.
just broke a little brow.
Yeah, we can fix him.
Yeah, we got pictures. But then Sidewinder came in. First time he was like 60 yards and walked through, fed through the food plot. Maybe he'll come back. And he left, come back, went over to the cotton, couldn't see him. And then Romer come out, who's even bigger. And then Tim's like, he's coming. And so he's coming from the right, and I'm thinking, anytime I'm looking at, here comes a huge rack, and it was Shrek, 15 yards.
Oh.
I was like, waiting, and he's like, Sidewinder's coming from the left. Oh, look, here comes Sidewinder, and he walks by like 50 yards, and I'm like, I don't want to stop him in this field and
Yeah,
try to.
out of that blind through a little slit, 50
it's
yards
not, yeah,
is a shot.
I was like, you know what? It was getting late. I was like, just let him walk off.
That's like 100 yards standing out
It
here.
really is.
I
It's
mean,
it feels like it.
50 is tough.
Yeah.
Y'all
Well-
seen Jones?
Yeah.
Kane was out. Couldn't get a shot.
Yeah, I mean, he can't eat corn, so that cotton is just not. I can't shoot there.
He can't either. That's where
That's where
Sidewinder
mine
spent
stayed all
Yeah.
night.
a lot of his time.
Mhm.
Cotton City.
We had cane and pistachio going around and around that cottonseed basket. Pistachio was pushing it.
Was it?
Yeah, he was.
Vortex show up?
No.
How
but
close did he
Tex
get?
Tex did. So we had 3 of them
I had
out
him at
there.
24,
Okay.
and
Texas
I
is
thought,
good.
okay, we're gonna get a shot, and he had his leg back and his quartering to just a little bit, and I'm like, I mean, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna try to force it, and then he turned and went back to the cotton, and then that was it.
Dang it.
I mean, he was there for about how long, Tanner?
Couple seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
didn't,
I would've
he
had
didn't
to
give
go-
you much time.
I would have had to be real aggressive.
Yeah.
And I hate being aggressive, taking chances when normally you got time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I mean, any other time he probably would have just
Yeah.
fed on and turned.
He just
and-
can't get that
He can't.
corn.
Yeah.
Get that tongue to work.
That's one. I don't think he's gonna live.
So he goes to the corn where it's piled up on the ground. 'Cause he
Okay.
can't get it out the basket either. So
What if you go and pile it up tomorrow a little bit for him?
we will.
We're trying
We
to.
already talked
Game
about.
planning, huh? Yeah. That's,
We either move the basket, put another basket, or just put a pile of corn in front of the
Yeah.
blind. I mean, pile of cottonseed.
cottonseed. Yeah, that might be it.
Pile of corn would work too, actually.
Take a picture about
Looks like we made a good shot on him. Nice big South Texas whitetail. Just very relieved to have made a good shot. It's you never know. These bucks are so tough. It seems like a chip shot, but it's bow hunting, and you just have to be perfect. So waiting for the perfect opportunity, put that arrow right where I want it to. And I don't think he's gonna be far. I don't see him right here, but we'll get on some blood and see what we got. shot him fighting, and he was acting like a buck would come in and he'd like kind of bristle up or posture to him. So I'm like, I can't even want to deal with this.
He don't
shit.
want to fight.
Yeah, so it's like maybe that's why they swap.
Maybe
so
that's
I'm
why
like
he bumped
thinking
you.
about
You
all
got
these
all this stuff
scenarios.
Good news is,
Yeah, he's sneaky big.
we got a driver's license.
Once
I
you get your
know.
hands on him, he's big.
Mhm.
You know?
He comes in, and we're like, okay. I'm like, I asked Mike, I'm like, hey, like I need to like not wait, right? Like as soon as you have a chance, you got to go because you just never know. He's like, yeah, you got to go. All right. So next, like within 30 seconds, he darts like out, like he's leaving the field, like spooked by something, but he stopped. And Jake said he saw the feeder was blowing, and maybe like it did like it spooked him or something. So but he bolted. We're like, Mike, look at him, are you serious? But then he comes right back in, and I'm like, all right, we got to go now. And so that's why I drew on him because he was at 20ish. I mean, he was at 80.
I thought it was 90.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why we said 102.
Never been able to shoot that far.
You said 102, but we're gonna round down. But so I got the full draw, and he had his front shoulder was back.
Yeah.
Like so he was kind of standing feeding like this.
Yeah.
I just kept waiting and waiting. I was telling him, I don't know if this makes sense, but like I was kind of sitting like this for a long time waiting.
Yeah.
And I felt like I don't know if I was blocking my artery, but I felt like I was getting dizzy. Like blood wasn't going to my head or something. I did. If you watch the footage, I'm like this, and I'm like I start looking this way, and I'm like, and I come back to it, and then as soon as he takes that step, another deer comes like right sort of in front of him, but I had like a foot, and I'm like, I gotta go now, so I sent it right away.
Perfect.
I was like, my neck, I started to lose my sight and stuff. I'm like, breathe. I think I was pinching my carotid.
Carotid artery was pinched off.
Choking yourself out.
Man, he is just a thing.
Yeah. Just, got his eye put out in the last 48 hours.
Oh,
Mercy
Look
kill
at
him.
the hole of it. Right in the center of it.
no, you're right.
Michael was thinking, like, remember last night we heard some big deer fight. Like, he was wondering if maybe they got into it and he didn't end up coming in because he got beat up.
Probably licking his wounds over there.
That was cool. He came in at like, what, 4, Micah, maybe?
It was before the feeders even went off.
Yeah, it was probably about 4.
I mean, literally.
You said you didn't have any blood?
That's the exit.
Did you have to wait?
Other side, right?
Perfect.
But we were in some real.
I was in full draw for over a minute, which was miserable.
Well, our time in South Texas is done, and first hunt of 2024 was a success. It was never been here before, Cactus Jack's, but I got invited by Levi Morgan and to come and hang out and share camp with Ben Roethlisberger, who played for the Steelers, so it was pretty cool. Ben killed a great buck, I killed a good buck, and Levi's still getting after it. He's got another sit, so we'll see what happens, but just been an incredible time. Taking some awesome deer meat home. These Texas Whitetail eat like no other. One of my favorite deer to eat, and yeah, very thankful for the opportunity. Saw some amazing animals and just spent time with great people and incredible country, and that's always the goal. So feeling really lucky, heading home to Oregon, and keep hammering.